crumble cookies, caramel macchiatos, grimace shakes. What do all of these have in common? Well, they are ultra-processed foods. From full meals to coffees to sweets to little snacks, ultra-processed foods are everywhere, especially if you're a student. Now, if you're like me, you used to go to a college in the US. I know most of you guys are from the US because I look into my analytics. And you know about dining hall food. That shit is disgusting. That shit is pre-made, frozen, and just thawed in those kitchens and given to you actually kind of cold. So we know that ultra processed foods are absolutely everywhere, but what the fuck are they? So these are pre-chewed foods. Yeah, that sounds disgusting, right? But that is actually what happens, you know? They are processed ingredients made easily digestible by being pre-digested before. That means like ground to a paste. That is disgusting. And just infused with artificial flavor and colors to make it appealing. Now, the availability of ultra-processed foods and fast foods and just the Uber Eats of it all isn't an isolated problem. These foods are made to be addictive. People made them in a lab to get your money. So now if you look at it that way, you're kind of like, I don't want to give my money to these cartoon villain scientists, you know? Many of the places that we live in are built to be car-centric, so that means you can't walk around a lot. So combine that with ultra-processed foods that are calorie dense, like I'm talking about 1,000, 2,000 calories per cookie.
Girl, what the fuck is you talking about? Girl, what the fuck is you talking about?
And that's gonna equal a hell of a lot of health issues. I don't think we are meant to have things like fast foods and Uber Eats as available as they are right now, because goddamn, people be getting in debt for some Taco Bell. What do you mean you're in debt for some quesadillas? So we all know that public health care is trash in most places. Let me add most, not all. And that private health care is expensive as fuck. And also, it's not focused on prevention. It's just, fixing you up when you're already injured or sick. So all of this leads us to cardiovascular issues being the number one reason today why people die. The rates of obesity in younger people are rising, though not in older people, because they tend to die at an early age, and that's very unfortunate. I think that obesity is it's a sickness, it is as physical as it is mental, and that they need help and empathy. I don't want to talk about all of the ugly things and diseases and just death that occurs because of nutrition, but I also want to talk about preventing it, because I can just sit here and tell you like, hey, ultra processed foods are everywhere and they're killing us and that fucking sucks, and you're gonna leave the video being like, oh, okay, thank you for that piece of information, that sucks, what can I do about it, right? We need to take care of our nutrition and our movements. We don't want to get diabetes or dementia. Also, colon cancer is just becoming more prevalent in younger people. We need to eat our fiber. Please, we need to hit our 30 grams of fiber per day. I don't care if it's from oats, if it's from beans, if it's from vegetables. I do not care, but please eat your fiber. So a lot of people end up eating ultra processed foods or fast foods because they don't know how to cook.
No, because it's getting out of hand now. Is anybody worried about their health?
And that is very unfortunate, that our generation has not been taught, or maybe we just didn't want to learn or whatever. Me included, because I learned how to cook like 2 years ago. Like, I knew how to cook, but I didn't really cook. And then I just started watching YouTube videos and just kind of learning by myself. And it's so fun. Cooking is kind of fun, okay? Also, cooking is just It's gonna be cheaper than getting fast food. Even if they have convinced you that getting fast food is cheaper, believe me, it is not. You just need to know how to buy in bulk. Don't get the expensive organic shit. You don't need it. Also, cooking your own food gives you independence. You don't need to rely on a service that is charging you for food, for delivery, for all of this shit. You can cook your own food. You can do it. And now you can still make it convenient. You don't have to make a 3-course meal bread from scratch. You can still make it convenient by getting frozen veggies, by getting canned beans, and meal prepping is gonna save you a hell of a lot of time. It's healthy and time efficient. Now, the importance of movement. Use it or lose it. Yeah, we're talking about muscle loss. If you don't use your muscles, you're gonna lose them. They're not there for decoration. You need to use them. So please lift some motherfucking weights. Also, bone density decreases with age. How can you help that? Weightlifting 3 to 4 times a week. Perfectly fine. Now, cardiovascular health. It can just be getting more steps into your day. It can also be biking, it can be swimming, it can be running, it can be anything that you want it to be. Get your heart rate up. That's all you need. Mobility, stretching, importance of it. You want to be able to move when you're older. You have to make it fun, you have to make it sustainable. Get into workout classes, If you know you fucking hate getting on that bike, cycling on your own, go to a spinning class. They are so much fun. Get into some group classes. They're fun as hell. Or if you hate interacting with people, do it on your own. That's perfectly fine. You want to be your little introverted self. You want to be a little gremlin. That's okay. That's perfectly fine. Do what you gotta do. So how I try to fit all of this into my life, because I know it's a lot. It's like, hey, you gotta move. Hey, you gotta eat like this. Hey, you can't eat ultra processed foods. They're everywhere. You can't do this, that. I know that it is a lot. So I'm gonna give you a few tips on how to do it sustainably. Make a grocery shopping list and stick to it, bitch. Include veggies, fruits, proteins, carbs, fats. You can get them pre-packaged, but not pre-made. Don't get the little snacks that are already made. Even if they say they're healthy, even if they say like, oh, it has a bunch of protein in it, it's still ultra processed and it's still shit for your health. Then what I do, meal prep my week. I like to cook. So I basically meal prep for 2 to 3 days and then I cook again. But you can meal prep for your whole week and literally freeze that shit. It's gonna taste the same when you heat it up afterwards. If you don't heat it up in the fucking microwave, because of course it's gonna taste like shit if you do it in the microwave. Come on, what were you expecting? But yeah, you can just heat it in the oven or something if you want to be bougie like that. Then what I do is make a gym schedule in which I put 3 to 4 weightlifting days. I do leg, push, pull, leg. You can do whatever the fuck you want. You can do 3 full body days. I don't give a fuck. But get in those fucking weightlifting days. And 2 to 3 cardio days. You want to do the minimum? You want to do 2 cardio days? That's perfectly fine for me. So my cardio sessions include cycling or running, stuff like that. Now on top of that, I get 10,000 steps per day. I try to get them every single day. If one day I get 8, the next I'm gonna try to get 12. If one day I get 2,000, next day I'm not gonna push it because that's too much. That's too much. So don't overcomplicate your life, your nutrition with like fucking supplements and shit. Don't overcomplicate it. Just stick to the basics. You're gonna do perfectly fine. Don't go to the other extreme of like under eating and overtraining and that shit. You don't want the extremes. You don't want to eat ultra processed foods every single day, but you also don't want to eat like 300 grams of protein per day and nothing else. Like, hey, calm down. Don't forget the reason why you do this. Now, the reason why I do what I do is because I want to live a long, healthy life and be able to enjoy it with the people that I love. Now, if I don't love anyone and I fucking hated everyone, then yeah, sure, of course, I would want to just eat like shit and just fucking, I don't give a fuck. But I do care. And I do love my people and I do want to be there for them. So I want to take care of myself because I love them. And I also love me. That's important too. Take care of your mental health, you know? Those are my tips this week. I always get confused by these and this. Like, I can't fucking pronounce that word. This, these, this, whatever. Take care of yourself, take care of your family, be happy or whatever. And once in a while, if it's your fucking birthday, eat that cake. But if it's every single day, I know you're not 365 years old. Times 20. Put down that cake right now. Unless it's your birthday, put it down. Hope you have a great rest of your week. Love you guys. Can you guys tell that I like the color black? Bye.